Your daily hour with me.
Yeah, hey everybody, it's the program.
Welcome to it.
I'm wearing two hats.
I
I forgot about that. Why didn't you say something? Did you notice I was wearing two hats this whole time? I didn't notice until I saw myself on camera. You want this one?
I'm good.
What happens here on the program? Turn on the machines and we start talking. Sometimes we'll wear two hats.
And we are going to be here for an hour.
That's right. Look, Carl, that's a costume change.
Yeah. Second day wearing this shirt. I had a little bit of a mental transformation, I guess. From there were people that were telling me that we would rather that you still, be your positive self person. And seriously, yes. I think that maybe I'm going to go out on a limb now. So put on your seatbelts there on your own couches over there.
Click, here it goes.
Click, here it goes. I think that the Olympia City Council really doesn't know what Olympia wants.
Oh.
Maybe that's not as revolutionary as I thought it was going to sound like in my head, but it seems like that they listen to the police a lot or a little bit or whatever, and the police are they're definitely important in a certain sense that they're not going to go anywhere. And so, anyone that is really upset at me personally for being saying these things, I just have to remind people that had seen my Facebook wall or whatever, or if I even talked about this on the program, some people had discovered Officer Ryan Donald's house, and they were like, yeah, let's go out and stand out there, intimidate him, and show him what intimidation looks like, or whatever that they were going to do. And I was like, at that moment that I noticed what was going on. And when I wrote this on my wall, I don't know that I made any substantial change to the overall movement, maybe, or the movement of police accountability, but I was like, no, you must not do that because people make mistakes, and we're trying to bring what good positive thing is it going to do if we smash the windows of some sort of officer's home, or smash storefronts with their windows in an effort to bring police accountability. Like if we had a CVS pharmacy right here, like Baltimore has or had, and we burned that to the ground, what really would that say about Olympia? That I think not that Olympians can do better than the Baltimoreans. But I think that, if we allow our emotions to drive us and cater us, that's what I was doing at ending right about this time last week. I got so many knockings on my door. Not just that, but I was like feeling really headachy, and I was like, okay, what is the point on what I'm doing now? I've gotten getting headaches from not eating. It's like,
oh yeah,
geez, maybe I just maybe eat something and just like get back on the horse and just say, do what I can.
I haven't been eating enough either. You know what it is, Carl? I think it's the heat.
Yeah.
Really, to me, and it puts me in a bad mood, and then I don't want to eat as much because it's so hot. and then so it's like I'm not eating enough, and
Right.
it's hot, and so I'm drinking tons of water, not eating enough food, and then you get low blood sugar, and that makes you a little bit upset and about things, and it might be happening.
Well,
Like it's a cycle though. If you don't eat, and then
I don't
you know,
remember last week as being particularly hot. And
hot enough.
Well, so I was talking with Dan Bennett as we drove home Monday, and Monday it was pretty cool. Someone, the two vehicles. We were following a vehicle, so it was two cars on the left hand side, and it was two cars on the right hand side as well, going up that steep hill, right where an old St. Peter's Hospital used to be. But they're going uphill, passing us, and that's really illegal. And that's what I mean to say about that is that it doesn't take the heat to make us all crazy. I have a therapist that I go to, and she says that, you know, police departments and fire departments and medics and whatnot staff routinely for like new moon seasons or whatnot, or full moon cycles. And I'm like, is that really what it is? And she's like, yeah, that's what they, everyone knows that, you know, the crisis clinics and whatever else, they plan for this to happen. They actually
really?
plan for people like to be like emotionally like, I can't take this anymore.
Based on the lunar cycle?
Yeah.
How long? Do you know how long the lunar cycle is?
28.
28 days.
Something like that.
So it's about once a month it gets crazy with the lunar cycle?
Yeah. But it might be 25 or it might be 32 days. I'm not exactly sure, but you'll have to ask Dan Bennett about that. But he was like telling about his own anger, like problem with anger or whatnot, and I'm like, well, there might be a little bit more to what this therapist told me about lunar cycles and human emotions, and I didn't really crack the egg in terms of like looking at that for my own personal self, but yeah, if I've got this shirt on that says "Standing on the Side of Love," and so I was really looking for Olympia City Council to release a statement on Officer Ryan Donald, and it's like, you know, it's still that they're still trying to dry the ink or something.
Well, the legal process is very slow, but it's methodical. It's kind of on purpose.
Well, I guess maybe it is on purpose, but it was in the Olympian. It was like I almost want to check the phone, but I'm gonna not do this
because like double jeopardy and stuff, you know.
Yeah, it was July 2nd was a Friday, and the Olympian said, "Oh, it's going to be on released by this coming Friday," and I'm like, "Okay, so it's not gonna. Is it going to be released maybe this Friday? You know, this is going to be the last month or the last week of July. I guess this or tomorrow is going to be the last couple of, you know, days of July. I think I get my food stamps. I get my food stamps on the 1st, so I think I've been waiting for like either Saturday or Friday. I again have to check the calendar, but I'm just like, anyway. I hope that people are going to be calm and resolute, and, you know, hey, sure, maybe Officer Ryan Donald is going to be off his termination or whatever, or his extended vacation and come back to work, which would mean that we have a lot of work to do, I guess, in the world. An officer that is believed to have PTSD, at least from the press, should not be an officer. So.
Well, who's going to be one? And that's not all of them are like that. So it's what determines what PTSD is, and how do you label that? And there's some people who are doing a fine job and maybe are suffering from that. So it's bad. That's kind of a bad label to put on everybody. I think it's very general.
Right, but I will defer myself to psychologists and people that I just know these kind of things or whatever. But
it's never good to generalize. I think though. That's
probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's play the dice game.
Life is kind of mixed up.
Life is mixed up. It's a crazy world out there, and
right.
up things happen, bad things, good things happen, and bad things happen. And sometimes, if there's things in the world, and I mean, you can't just bear the weight of the world on your shoulders, because there's you sometimes you have to deal with it yourself.
Yeah. No. Myself personally, I need to, of course, take a couple of steps forward and a couple of steps backward.
If you can't love yourself,
I'm not gonna walk, 100 yards backwards or 10,000 leagues or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not how people probably want to advance, life on the planet.
All right, here we go. We're writing numbers on our hands between 1 and 6. We're visualizing the multiverse. Today I actually saw a little glimpse into it when I looked, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm seeing it or if I'm training myself to hallucinate. What's the difference?
Yay! So it begins.
Here it goes. What's it gonna be? What's the number gonna be today? We'll be rolling 6 dice as a total, starting with the first dice. It's gonna be the numbers that we're rolling. I'm just visualizing the future. That's all I can do. There's nothing after that. No, it's just how they roll. Oh, 6. I lost. Did you win? No, Carl didn't win either. Dan, I think it might be a little late to call you back.
So I have a 2. What number do you have?
3.
Oh.
Hi, Kitty. This is Dan. How you doing?
Real good.
I'm doing fine. I saw an old friend, and I did it with him. I did it with him. An old friend. He's going back by.
What did he do?
Dan, how you doing?
Real good.
I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
I saw an old friend, and I did it with him.
Dan had dinner with an old friend. That's good, Dan. Looks like Elias sent us a text.
A former secretary, maybe?
Elias said, huffing protector, LOL.
Yeah. Huffing.
I think she meant nothing protector because she sent a picture. Huffing? Maybe it was like...
Nothing protect... Well, that even makes less sense.
I think it was the auto correct or something, but...
Dude, I lost 2 seconds worth of my time. Pay me back 2 seconds now.
Marco Rossi tried to call us back too, but we weren't there, so he didn't leave a message. And we got a bunch of Mr. Ginsey messages too, but let's call Elias back. Or you think she's awake? Has she been staying up late? I don't know.
Yeah, she's been awake since it's like definitely that realm that it wouldn't be quite so.
Oh! I gotta change this. I gotta change the settings.
be.
We got a ton of Mr. Ginsey messages today too, which is a good feeling.
Right.
I'm happy that he's back and leaving all these messages because he is, leaves a lot of them. So
you don't want me to say this, but at the time that we tape this, it is Friday, and
no, it's not.
So anyway, Elias had been,
It's Thursday.
Up,
The day it doesn't go when you go to sleep. That's when the day changes.
So I think this is Carl's way of explaining that.
Hi.
How are you?
Real good. How are you?
Hello?
Yes. Hi.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
No, no text.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
What?
Can you
Hello?
Uh-oh. Something's gone wrong. Are you crying? Are you okay?
Always
Yes.
I'm always
I'm gonna reset and call her back because I don't think she can hear us. And it sounded like she was upset about something. What is going on in the world? Maybe you're right about this whole lunar cycle, Carl, because something.
I just people that have a little bit more intelligence to me,
something is happening in the world today.
I listen to people, like my father, for example. He's smarter than I would be when I was like 4 or 5 or even 16 years old.
Probably forever he'll be smarter than you until.
Well, he certainly has a head start in at least 38 years or 36 years. But whether or not that head start, when you start counting that, once you get into height or like elementary school, where that. If I start that when I enter in high school or kindergarten or.
Hello?
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 Hi.
Can you hear me this time?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm real good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm real good.
Yeah.
Were you upset about something or were you yelling? It was hard to tell. Last time we could hear you, we couldn't hear us.
I was talking about the FMSD, the bird shit, and I don't know what the fuck that shit is. And there's like a T that's like 3 times.
A T?
I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Crazy T?
A crazy P? Maybe.
P? What do you...
I have to. What's up, man?
We're on the show. Are you having a party, Elias?
Mother freak. I got kicked out. I'm gonna kick her out there. I'm a loser.
You got kicked out on...
Blaze up for the fire here.
You got kicked out onto the streets?
Yeah.
You don't have a place to live?
Well, no, I have a place to live because I'm a loser like that, but I don't have a fucking life because I'm a loser like that. But I have a life because I'm a loser like that, and shit, the loser's fucking life,
Elias, you have a life. You have a life, it's your child.
I know that shit, but the fuck life, I don't know.
Also, we're here for you on the program. We're here for you.
Do you have fire? I have fire still. I only have fire for a little bit here.
You have a fire?
Yeah, I have fire.
Are you outdoor? Are you homeless?
I have fire because I have a cigarette lit, man.
Oh.
Fire is very important when you smoke cigarettes.
Yes.
If you don't have fire, you don't have shit.
Yes.
You don't have a cigarette in your hand.
Do you have a place to live?
I have whatever my life is, yeah. I'm just, you know what my life is right now? I have to go potty, and I'm stuck alone. But I have you guys, like, right now, which is nice.
Yes. Where's the kid?
Yeah. She's my friend.
Oh, okay. You have to move out of your apartment?
No, well, I want to.
You want to, but you're not going to. This month, or you can stay there. You don't. You and your kid have somewhere to go, right?
No, I'm going to move because I have to. Because it's just, these people are. I just need myself and myself because I don't do shit. Because I'm a fucking loser.
No.
That's me. Mother freak, don't know.
You're a winner.
It's just. And these freaking mofos don't freaking shit fucking.
Yeah.
I talk a lot, yeah.
Shit ass, huh? Oh, she hung up.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh, that's weird. Weird, getting weird.
Yeah, right. I know. That's kind of like. I was using those same sort of words, or at least the general sense of feeling of emotion. This last
oh man,
a week ago Tuesday is kind of when it started up. So trying to address that thing,
it's hard to do that.
Someone was like talking to me, and so we were actually able to connect earlier today before getting on the program. And so this person was like, well, Carl, what you're doing when you're talking about Black Lives Matter, he said that it was basically stealing. And so I'm like, well, I'm not.
Stealing from what?
Stealing from what? He's like, oh, it's stealing from the movement. No one ever said blank lives matter until someone said, or
what movement?
These 3 women said Black Lives Matter. So I'm like, okay, all right, but when an animal is locked in the car and someone is shopping and this car becomes hot through 100-degree weather, or not even 100-degree, 70 or 80 degrees, 90 degrees, whatever that cutoff point is, that you're not supposed to leave the car, animal in the car for like over 5 minutes or over 2 minutes or whatever. That tells me something about vulnerability. Animals are vulnerable to what humans do to them, and some lives are like African black lives are vulnerable if they can't get a job, or there was this,
Well, I don't understand why you're talking about this after the Elias thing. What does that have to do with it?
So yeah, that was kind of like how I just was kind of like kicking that bucket a little bit myself, and it's not the Black Lives Matter. I probably would talk about it later on, or maybe not at all. But it's like we have to watch where we put our emotions or whatever, and just kind of like accept that the past and the present, can help us steer towards a better future.
Elias,
only if we're mindful.
If you're watching, TV is there for you. The program is on TV.
Not only that, but I think I'm gonna at least send her a message asking if she's okay.
Yeah, Carl talks to her in private, so yeah, Carl, maybe afterwards you can give her a call and do her up. But I think the thing that if some people think like, oh, what is going on, but she would be in this way even if she wasn't on the program, and now we get to see this and discuss it, and it's real stuff, and Elias is struggling, and it's a human struggle. And I think it's the whole world or something is going crazy. You know what I heard is that somebody told me, I was telling these people today that like the whole world seems weird. The vibe of the world is weird for the past couple of weeks, and I've noticed it around me. I'm feeling it myself a little bit, and I think you're feeling it, maybe Elias is feeling it. And they told me that there's barium in the air or something. Have you heard about that? You know about
barium
those
elements, yeah.
But they're apparently,
It's like,
this is what, I mean, it sounds like a crazy conspiracy, but they told me that the government is spraying barium in the air, and that's what I blame it on. So that might be a possibility. Maybe this is this barium. Maybe.
well, I understand that there could be additives added to jet fuel, like to do these chemtrails and whatever, spraying and whatnot. I'm not going to put on the tinfoil hat to say, oh, I believe that too. But maybe this is really how they're gonna try to the people that are rich and wealthy are gonna be able to hold on to whatever power that they have for another 100 or 1,000 or whatever years.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, well,
maybe it's the barium. Maybe it's the sun. I think a lot of factors are happening to give the world a weird place. Are you feeling these weird vibes in the world? Viewers, you can call that number up there, 836-434. You can tell us about these things. Like, you don't have to call in. People want to call in because they think that they have a joke or something like, oh, it's something serious. Like, but you can call the number and just tell us about how the world is going crazy these days. So
I just kind of accepted that.
Even though you're calling us, it could be anonymous.
Yeah, for sure. I've kind of like accepted that to be just what the past was, and hopefully the future will be different.
Yeah.
Somehow. Not just different,
Holy
but better.
Fucking shit, motherfucker.
Well, that's not abnormal, you know.
I know making lasagna is expensive.
Is it?
But I ain't made lasagna in a while.
Yeah, right.
But did I say holy fucking shit?
I think you did already. Yeah.
$47 fucking later,
What?
I got the ingredient for fucking lasagna.
You could just
Fucking
make yourself
amazing.
minute rice. That's kind of cheap.
That's pretty expensive freaking meal. Actually, it's more than one meal. But the way I make it, you get up at midnight and eat some. After you've had dinner, you get up at midnight and eat some, and then you get up and have some for breakfast, and then you fucking have some for lunch, and then you have some for dinner, and a snack in between, and then you have some more for snack, and then you have some more at midnight, and then, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't know what I'm saying. Maybe you've never had good lasagna before. But this type of shit, you eat it, and then you eat some fucking more, and then you eat some more. Because it's a fucking bomb. Yep. Don't do that on a plane.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Hey, keep your opinions to yourself. But
Well,
on the other hand,
share them.
I
think really.
Maybe. But don't speak for me when. But yeah. Anyway, so I was like, okay, bomb. Yeah, you know, there's a food that's called the bomb. It's like a burrito.
The gas station burrito?
Yeah, that's certainly cheaper. You don't need to. You could buy 47 different burritos, or the bomb, or maybe it's $1.50 or $1.95 or whatever. So it's really
You know, 47 bombs or one lasagna.
divided by 2.
Like, you eat a lot of. I mean, a lasagna is like probably 5 meals. So, really, I mean, if you're, that's about. I mean, that's still almost $10 a meal for a homemade meal. That's quite a bit, but that's not too bad. Like 8, maybe 8.
Yeah, well, there's certainly all this different layers of cheese and tomato paste, and then noodles
and meat, probably.
And meat, yeah.
Okay, so I'm sitting here watching the news. This officer, Hensing, I guess, Ryan, I don't know what the fucking, he shoots this black guy.
Oh, no.
Who he pulled over for a front license plate being not on his car.
Okay.
And then the guy was gonna the guy starts up his car, and then the officer pulls the gun and shoots him in the head.
What?
I guess, okay? It's on the camera.
Yeah.
And the officer was saying, oh, I thought I was afraid for my life that I was going to get run over. Excuse the fuck out of me.
Thank
Kiss
you, Mr.
my
Dempsey.
fucking ass. There's no way to get run over if you're standing on the side of a fucking car, asswad. You what a fucking liar. There's no, and yeah, he was afraid the guy was going to get away, maybe, or drive away, but he couldn't, there's no way you could be afraid for your life if you're standing on the very side of a car looking at a guy, and he was just not following your commands. He didn't pull any guns in the car, he was unarmed, and he was maybe going to drive away, but because the officer was being an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a fucking dumbass. I guess they're charging him with murder. Straight up. That you can see it. Total fucking straight up fucking murder. And
don't shoot people.
At that point you have
Especially
to
at their
say
face.
something
Just
for
in
your
general.
own self if you're the cop. You just have to say something so that you might not go to prison.
Yeah.
And I guess always the best thing to do is deny it, whatever, I guess. It helps if you're actually innocent to deny whatever. But when you start making up the story and the camera don't show the same story, then you're fucked. And that's what I have to say. Everybody can see it. It's on the news. Fucking that cop is the stupidest fucker cop. I have fucking, well, it's not probably the stupidest fucker cop I've ever seen, because there's always Thurston County. You know? Fucking yanking my friend's bullshit without no fucking search warrants or nothing.
That was so long ago.
Y'all fucking kiss
He has
my
a memory
ass.
for Knox.
There's no fucking way.
Elephant?
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, and he got timed out, and a good point too. I think he's mastered the timeout thing. But he's been upset about that the supposedly or allegedly that's what the word is, right? The police raided his friends and marijuana grow or something like a long time ago.
His marijuana seizure, but the police really have an interesting job to do, particularly if they notice that someone can't hear or can't see or whatever, then they have to use more of their emotion or something, which is kind of like at the crux to some of this policing oversight that many communities want to have undertaken. It's just not Olympia or Baltimore or other places that are big hotspots that are this going on, like maybe New York or Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Wherever else, San Jose. So
let's do this next thing here. You want to do the next?
Oh
thing?
yeah. Yeah, it's about time that we might get to this, because I certainly have a phone call to make.
No, it's time.
You're watching your Daily Hour with me. It's an hour-long hyper-live call-in television talk show that's recorded every day in Thurston County, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 days on leap years. YDHWM began on September 19, 2010. Tapes a week in advance. So if you're watching this on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 p.m., this episode taped on the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching this at 2 a.m., this episode taped on the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384. Leave a message. We'll play your message on the next episode and call you back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's kind of somewhat disheartening to kind of have some of this come back up, but
Again,
I just had this talk, with people, and they say, that report isn't coming out, Carl. We might need you in a certain sense to be, the peaceful person that, you have demonstrated yourself to be in the past. So
for what?
Oh, yeah. If there's going to be a rally on the streets and people are just going to be threatening to break, windows and do looting and whatever else, it's like, well, I don't know that I could, me personally, just single-handedly do everything to stop it, but there are people that are interested in police accountability like I am, but they're not so sure on how to do it. And I have wanted to call this organization that know that there are 200 policing oversight agencies throughout the United States. I was going to call them and call these 3 organizations that are in Washington State. What are the top 3 or the top 5 steps that one needs to take before they do policing oversight? Is there some sort of resolution that is gonna be on the ballot? A ballot measure. What exactly am I looking at?
Yeah, you gotta change individuals, and that's hard. That's like hard to. It's hard to legislate the acts of individuals.
Right, and that too. Having to have police body cameras. And this is one of the statements that is kind of coming from this. I
don't believe the body cameras are gonna help.
Yeah, right. Andre Bryson.
I mean, the only thing that the cameras maybe will get the shootings on camera, and maybe they can prosecute the people who are still doing the shootings. But is that gonna help really afterwards? I mean, you got to get them to not do it in the first place. So that's kind of like it's like a crime and punishment kind of tool, and not a preventative tool, which I think is the tool that we need to look into. And we need a preventative tool, not a past. You can't fix the past, and that's all these cameras can do is record the past and then bring it to the future. We need something that will fix the future and not the past.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So when I was there at City Council, when there were like 50 or 75 or 100 different people, maybe it wasn't that much. Every once in a while I do over-exaggerate. But someone said, all you have to do is just go to Amazon.com.
I don't think you can over-exaggerate, though. I think you can only exaggerate.
Well,
so I mean, over-exaggerating is like it's an exaggeration.
Well, that's an over. But
yeah.
Somebody wanted to say that hey, you could buy cameras at Amazon.com and whatever, and it would be like $50 or whatever. But I did research on this, and it's not just police body cameras that are that's almost like a drop in the bucket compared to the expense of storage, and there have been organizations that bit this bait only to be hooked into some sort of contract leading 10 years in the future or whatever, in terms of like you got to have multi-million or multi-billion-dollar storage or whatever that is. And I looked at this, and I sent this article to Steve Hall, the police, the city manager, as soon as I saw this. And I'm just like, WTF, man. Police body oversight, police body cameras, that you can't just like put a like a bandage on this problem and call it good. In many ways, I think that this is just kind of like cancer or whatever. But yeah, I don't want the police of Olympia or anywhere else to buy police body cameras on the behalf that they're trying to do good and to pay for storage and whatever else, and that's just like crap. But I don't have a whole lot of solutions, but I'm definitely looking for some answers. So that's what I like to do with the internet, to look for answers.
Find answers on the internet.
Yeah.
I think that's not a good place. But where else, I guess?
Well, where else?
What the fuck?
In life.
I thought I was calling somebody else, motherfucker.
Nope.
Holy fucking shit. Now I just saw that fucker, some little kid with his iPad, sitting there doing his iPad bullshit, and
hey, are you talking about
older
me?
guy
No.
standing there next to him, yanks the fucking iPad out of the little kid's hand and runs out the door. That's fucking, what the fuck?
Where?
The little kid's like, what the fuck?
Where did you hear
up.
this?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Straight the fuck up.
Well,
Holy
people have been
fuck,
impersonating
man.
for like maybe 75 years now.
People got, it's like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just more.
I don't get it. People are just fucking stupid cunts.
Well, yeah.
Way stupider than anything that I've ever seen on this show. And I just don't know, motherfucker. I just don't know. It's what a whacked out, motherfucker. What do these people fucking think they're doing, motherfucker? I mean, you can't go out and work and buy a fucking iPad. You gotta sit there and wait next to a little kid and take his. I mean,
Caludo.
Better hope I never see that shit go down, because you'll get caught.
Yeah.
Because I'll catch you. I'll fucking come after you. I'll catch you. And that's all there is to it. Straight
you'll
up, if
come
I ever
after
see anything
me,
like
huh?
that go down, you're fucked.
You still have a
You're gonna get
in
fucked.
my what?
You know? That's all there is to it. I ain't a cop, but if I ever see that shit go down, you're fucked. You ain't gonna get shot neither. You ain't gonna get straight up murdered like that other cop I just saw murder that guy on camera. Straight the fuck up murder, and then say, oh, I was afraid for my life. I'm standing on the side of the car, I ain't in front of it and I ain't behind it, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get run over because all cars go sideways, right? Oh, no, I guess we ain't on the moon.
No, that's his
And cars don't go
defense. I
sideways.
like it.
Son of a bitch. They're going to charge me him with murder. That guy's taking care of a baby. What the fuck? I guess he was 4 years fucking old. Kiss my ass. Dude.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that running bullshit was a fucking good idea.
Yeah.
My back hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Because you're on drugs.
What the fuck?
You think you can do anything?
Are you feeling
until
okay?
it gets you just far enough to think you're doing pretty good, and then they drop you off like a fucking bad habit. God damn it.
Okay.
But then I already knew fucking it's all pretty much fucking trick and a joke. They trick you into fucking wanting to go back to work and go do shit, but then I pay for it. I'm the one that gets to pay for it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off! Well,
Okay.
I'm not sure that run.
Oh no, that was the last one. So here we go. Let's call him back.
Yeah, I'm sure he would be up at this hour.
Yeah.
He might even be saying, it's not 9 a.m. What are you guys doing?
We're slipping. We're becoming less productive.
I know I've been today.
I want to try to get back into it. I do maybe next week.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we can't put it off forever, but hopefully next week we can, because I know tomorrow. I mean, tonight it's a late one, I think. So tomorrow we're not gonna be able to do.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 36056111035 is not available.
Mr. Ginsu, it's a program. Wake up.
Yeah, don't get shot in the face now.
Be an unprotected member of society like us and stay up late.
Unproductive.
We're tripping, Mr. Ginsu. He tried to wake up early. He's trying to match our schedules. He tried to wake up early, and then we're late and back and forth. But hopefully, I think next week we can get back on track, becoming productive members of society. You know, it's hard. It's not like you can just go from being an unproductive member of society and suddenly make the switch. It's a
on a
transition.
dime. No.
We're struggling a little bit, but you know, without the struggle, what is life? So, I think it's always the struggle. And once you completed it, you know, I was playing this game, this video game, and it was really long.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And at the end of the game, it kind of ended abruptly, and the game took me about 2 days, and you know, but after it was completed, you have this sense of loss, and you're like, well, what? I mean, I was struggling to get through this game, and you're doing all this stuff, and you're like, oh, but then you complete things, and then it goes. So it's not the end, you know. It's the struggle. The struggle is what life is about, not the other thing. So you think everybody's like, oh, I'm struggling. When is this going to be over? But when it's over, you're going to think, remember when I was struggling? Wasn't that interesting? Wasn't I doing things? That's when you're living life. If you're not struggling, I don't think you're living. So right now we're struggling to be productive members of society, but that's because we're living. What about the commercial? Or
That's right.
Oh, the next ice game. Is it? Where? Maybe.
Yeah.
The ice game?
Maybe the power's off.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
That's
interesting.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right. All right.
I'm struggling to win the dice game right now too.
Roll 2 dice.
Here we go. We're struggling to visualize the multiverse. Here goes. So far, we have a 6. I have a 3. Carl's a 2. Here it goes. Oh, with the camera that's struggling to function. Oh, 6. Is it 6s? Or a 3? 3. I got 500 points. All right, me and Carlito up there. Let's see, Carlito. Carlito, we got 500 points. Where is he? There you are, Carlito. You're still alive. It's been weeks. Or not alive. You're dead. Carlito, you still exist? You're not disintegrated yet? You're dead, but you've been dead the whole time. You know, so it's not like being dead is the problem, because when we saw you were already dead. But the first day I wasn't so sure, but now I am very sure. Carlito is very dead. Maybe Carlito wasn't dead on the first day though. I think Carlito probably was dead the whole time. He might have been there the whole time we're in the studio. Actually, he might have been here longer than we have.
Well, then we will have to talk to him about, you know, maybe getting the lease extended. Maybe he's one of the founding members of this building.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wow, okay, so maybe he was still here in the transference of one owner to another.
Maybe we should mock up like a grave for him, but then like one day he's gonna go away. That's gonna be a sad day. I'm like, wow, oh man.
Not only that, but somebody will take the gravestones and move them somewhere else, just like in Poltergeist.
Like,
did you see that movie?
Yeah, maybe
you took the gravestones.
Maybe Mandy. Hopefully Mandy doesn't wipe Carlito. Maybe we should get it. We got to get a sign or something. Here, let's get it. Let's get a sign for Carlito. I don't know. Do we have any paper in here? So like, do not wipe Carlito. Yeah. Here. All right. Do not wipe Carlito. I'm gonna tape it on the wall. Or do not. How do you spell do not? Is there two N's or is it two words?
Do not is two words.
Wipe Carlito.
Don't is one word with an apostrophe. I think we're all, it's still like really late for all of us that, it's still late. We can't. How do we?
Yeah, give me the camera. You put it up there. I'll tape you.
Where's tape?
Here.
Oh.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. All right, here, okay. So switch the camera over, hand me the camera, and then I'm going to call John Webster while you're taping. Here we go. John Webster, what are you doing? Oh, here, wait, I got to tape. I want to do the camera tape. Never mind. That's okay. Do not wipe Carlito. Did you touch him? There it is, okay. I don't know if the, do not wipe Carlito was... Yeah, there it is. Do not wipe Carlito. Or here, maybe write R.I.P. too. Hopefully this doesn't disturb. It's like getting close to Carlito is not going to disturb him.
Yes.
Hey John, it's the program. We're on TV. How you doing?
Sleeping.
Are you well, it could be happy. It's okay. There you go, yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's happy or sad. You can choose. John, what's on TV, John?
I'm sleeping. I'm in bed.
Oh, you're sleeping? Okay, we'll let you sleep, John. Did we wake you up?
I'm just sleeping.
Okay, good night, John. Sorry.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I did not expect John to be awake. I'm sorry. I mean, asleep. Now, moo! What is that? Why does it say moo? Oh, what's going on outside? You hear that? No, on the camera, it's on the screen. It says moo! What is that? Somebody was screeching in the car outside. Moo! I don't know what that moo is. That's weird. Well, I guess that's the thing. Well, maybe we should play the final dice.
I'll fix it.
What? Moo? You don't need to fix it. It's fine.
Just turn it off and turn it back on again. It's power cycling. Oh, last year's...
commercial, yeah.
Commercial.
Is that going to do it, though? Is it the power cycling? Let's see.
Oh,
moo!
What the... I'm not... Oh...
It's okay.
Whatever.
I think the camera is
it's going crazy like the rest of the world.
Oh, yeah! It's the lunar cycle, maybe. But also, maybe it's from getting dropped. And now it's just, like, tripping out and think it's a cow.
I'm sorry, camera.
You're not a cow. You're not a cow, camera. You're a camera.
Anyway.
I almost said you're a person. You're a human. Yes.
All right. Cool.
You are a camera. You are not a cow. I think being a cow would probably be better than the camera.
You're a human being.
Well, then we would get eaten, but really the camera would drop it on the window, and I don't really care. I wouldn't want to drop a cow out the window. I'd only want to put it down humanely, with like a hammer or something. Right?
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah. Hey everybody, it's the commercial for the program. Today we're here with a crowd. Bird's here and
Carl's here.
Brother.
Carl's
Freddie.
hiding. Brother. Carl, can we see you there?
Brother, this one's here.
Oh, maybe,
we're talking about fruit.
Yeah.
And what else did we do?
Variations of fruit.
We also were talking about something else. I forgot what it was though. What were we saying in the beginning, Bird? I don't remember.
Fruits.
Before that.
Fruit is life. Fruit is life.
Yeah.
Magic.
Fruiting. Maybe.
Yeah, so I remember watching, I remember watching that or experiencing that episode, and as I'm told, Freddie and Kristen didn't meet on that episode. They met, earlier.
Oh, yeah, but it was on the show, though. You can still see that on the show.
Yeah, and so it was crowded, and I was, like, sitting on the floor of the garage and whatnot. Man, I can't even believe that was, like, a year ago.
It was a year ago.
That's a trip.
It was more.
Half.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do the final dice game.
Sure.
Just because we're not exactly sure how much more of the program is left on this hour.
Yeah, so it's always good to go. I think we have more. Oh, actually, I'm kind of lost right now. Like, do we have like? Oh yeah.
I forgot to switch.
Okay. Then we have like, we could have anywhere from like 20 minutes to 5 minutes, I guess.
Right.
Yeah,
But I'm not. I don't want to play two things at the last minute.
I'm kind of lost in time. I'm lost in time. Lost in time. I'm kind of lost in time. I'm kind of lost in time. Here it goes. Oh. Okay, what is it? It's a 2 and a 1 and a 3. Oh yeah, I won. I got 1,000 points. I visualized the future and it worked out for me. I won the dice games. I'm just a little bit lost in time. All right. Well.
You're now fixed.
Moo.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, it's the end of the program.
Oh, wow.
What good timing.
Yeah. I guess
we did it.
Thank you, Kenny. We almost lost consciousness. No.
Oh, I'm so close.
We almost died.
I am so close to death and losing consciousness. Thanks, Mr. Ginsu.
It was like so amazing.
Thanks, Elias. Hope you feel better. Thanks, Dan Dobler, John Webster.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe that time. Oh, here. Oh, wow, that timing was crazy. Episode number 8 days a week. Thank you.
Everything's crazy.
Everything's crazy. TCTV channel 22.
Speak for yourself, Carl.
What is happening in the world? YDHWM.com. The struggle is happening to us all. Are you struggling? 360. Maybe 4 calls. Tell us about it. 3. Crew goes on the ground. Anything you want though. Dad, Dan, Kurt, Leo, Paul, Redbird, Zilbert. UFO guy, thank you. TCTV, yeah. Crystal Ball, Baby, Jordan E, Fabulous, Thurston County, Washington State, USA, thank you. Viewers only. Hell yeah.
Dog. Woof woof.
Hell yeah, dog. Uh-oh.
Bye.
Coming up on the next episode of the program.
Your daily out with me.
Yeah, hey everybody, it's the commercial. We're talking to you.
We also talked to Elias and Mr. Ginsu.
Elias got kicked out of a club because she was sitting and crying.
And she noticed her mom. Maybe
she's getting signed somewhere else. Whatever,
yeah. 75-cent bells.
No, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Bad for you.
360-836-4384. But don't call because we're not there.
We're Close.
Call.